Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make fluffy Aunt Jemima pancakes. So I'm starting off with 2.5 cups of my box pancake mix, 1 egg, and a cup of almond milk. Now, the variations and ratios, they weren't on the box. I just wanted to make 6 pancakes for my family, so I figured out that 2.5 cups would do just fine for 6 pancakes. Ooh, my hand is really shaky in this shot, but that's okay. I'm going to pour in my Simply almond milk, and perfect. It measured up to exactly 1 cup, and I'm just going to pour that into the powdered mix. I'm using Simply almond milk because I am a lactose intolerant, in case you are wondering. Once I've poured that in, I'm going to go ahead and crack my egg, and once I've cracked my egg, I'm cracking it on the bowl. I'm going to crack it and then mix it. Once I'm mixing it, I'm going to add cinnamon sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, because if you watched my Aunt Jemima Fluffy Waffles video, you guys know that I love cinnamons and spices in my pancakes or waffles. But if you haven't watched that video, make sure to check it out. I'll link it down below in the description box. So I'm going ahead and mixing all the spices in. I don't like to mix them in too much, but I like to mix them in to where it's just not a chunk of cinnamon. So now I'm going to go over to the pan and add some butter. I'm going to start off with about a tiny spoon of butter, because this is a bigger pan. I like to use bigger pans in order to flip my pancakes. It's a whole lot easier when I flip my pancakes on a bigger pan, so that's why I'm going to add in a little bit more butter than if you were going to use a tinier pan. But then again, it's all about preferences. And I left this butter melt for about a minute, not too much, maybe 30 seconds at the least. And I just want it to sizzle and get the bubbles, because I know some people don't like to use butter because they say it burns their pancakes. But I like to use butter because it gives the pancakes a really nice taste, and also it's a lot faster to cook the pancakes on. But then again, it's all about preferences. So I'm letting my butter melt, and I'm going to go ahead and get a spatula so that way I can kind of smear the butter around. I am going to say that I used 2 spatulas in this video, and that is because it makes it a whole lot easier when flipping. I will explain it later on in the video once you guys see me flipping the pancake. Alright, so the butter is starting to melt a little bit more, and I'm just going to let that sit for maybe 10 seconds until the butter is completely melted, just like if you were to put the butter in the microwave. I'm going to go ahead and add some more butter on because this is a bigger pan, and the butter didn't really cover the pan the way I would like it to. I like it to get on the edges and just fully covered, because sometimes the pancakes go a little crazy and they'll flip on the other side of the pan when you don't want to. So now I'm using 1/3 or 1/2 cup of the batter, and I'm placing it onto the pan. I'm going to let that sit and do its thing for a little bit. I like to let mine sit for like 3 minutes on each side on medium to sometimes low heat, but most of the time medium. You can see that it has bubbles starting to rise up, and that's how you know it's ready. I never really use the bubble method. I just pick it up a little bit and see underneath, but this time I decided I use the bubble method, and it worked pretty well. Alright, so it's ready to be flipped. I'm going to take my 1 spatula, lift it up, and then take my other spatula and lift it under the first spatula, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same again, and then let go with 1 spatula and flip. Doing this is just so much easier to flip because I feel like the pancake has a lot more stability because it has 2 spatulas to lean on. Because sometimes when I flip it with just 1 spatula, the pancake falls in half because it's runny batter. So I definitely recommend this method. Now I'm going to let this side sit on about 1 minute. It's cooking a lot faster because the butter has melted completely. I might add a little bit more butter, not too much, in order for the pancake to cook a lot better. But you can see it has golden edges, and it's very thick and fluffy, just like in the title. Alright, so it's almost done. I'm going to flip it on to its side so I can get both sides to cook evenly. Adding a little bit more butter, like I said before. Just mixing it around. I wish you guys could hear the sizzle. That's something super satisfying for me. Okay, so the butter is nice and melted. The pan is super hot, and I think it's about time to flip the pancake and check on it. But before I do, I am pressing onto the pancake because that allows it to cook a lot faster and not have any runny batter in the middle. In case some of you are wondering, I am using the Land of Lakes butter with olive oil and sea salt. You can just find this at Walmart or really any store. Alright, so I flipped it on its less pretty side, and now the pancake is done. You can add syrup or whipped cream, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bye guys!